What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, if you guys have guessed by the title, I did get another legendary. I think we're only like 3 legendaries away from having basically a full account, which was absolutely insane. It was just out of like a small box. I wasn't really expecting it. I should have probably saved it for the video, but anyways, I hope you guys have guessed right. So I also got another brawler as well, my last mythic. So as you can see on the screen, we did manage to get Crow. Crow is pretty decent in his meta overall. He is power 1, so I'll be starting to focus my power points and whatever on him. And then also as well, if you guys saw it, we got a Sprout. So nice, we got all the mythics now. So we only need Leon, Sandy, and Meg, which I don't really care about right now, just because all of them are really bad in the meta. Probably the best one is Meg right now, honestly. In Hot Zone, she's okay. And then Otis and Buster, they're both really good brawlers. Hopefully we can get those pretty soon. But yeah, pretty happy about the state of my account at the moment, guys. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using the crate code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. All right, guys, jumping into the first game then. So we have Super Beach to start things off. And with just how I like banning on Super Beach, you know, if they have first pick, I do like to ban out the B, just because B is just such a dominant pick when it comes to Brawl Ball right now. They go with a max, and oh no, I'm in Mythic too. I mean, maybe I just need to escape Mythic as soon as possible, because you still get the lingering. I don't even know which one's below. I think it's Diamond. You still get like Diamond 3s on my team. So yeah, that definitely has to be a Diamond 3. I'm not really looking too forward, and specifically if he doesn't switch off that star power, I can see this being a very long episode today, guys. So we go with a Max as well. Max is not Max, Nito. Nito's actually okay, considering there's no Griff. You know, Griff is normally a really great counter to Nito, breaking open the walls. They go with a Daryl, which against a Jesse and a Nito, probably not best advised. So now we need to start thinking about our pick then. So Poco, great. I don't think I really have too much to answer that, to be honest, considering my brawlers. I feel like Colette isn't really the counter to it. Hopefully, where is the M's at? I don't even know. M's, I haven't even got star power, so I'm gonna have to go Primo. Honestly, like, there's just nothing to go. If I go any of those brawlers at power 11, I just get ran all over. Hopefully Primo can at least match up decently against the Daryl. I just don't know. It's gonna be a terrible game. We've just pretty much lost. I mean, okay, we're gonna switch with our teammate here. Maybe I mean, we're giving our teammate Primo, and yeah, they're probably really bad, but at least we're getting a shocky Jesse off of that brawler, and we kind of need to carry with this mid brawler here. So we're kind of getting, you know, walked all over. Jesse's just terrible in this meta, so yeah, it was kind of expected, right? You know, Max just walks all over this brawler, and that's going to be a goal. At least I've got my turret built up, but yeah, I just think this is lost automatically. The composition diff is just terrible right now, so yeah, I'm kind of getting thumbs down at a minute, even though, you know, me personally, I mean, I could have maybe picked M's and swapped. I just didn't think too straight, you know. I just wanted to go Primo myself. I'm a little bit skeptical about switching, but Primo's a good choice. Like, if we can consistently keep him on the Daryl, he's going to have a good matchup. So yeah, we're getting close to our super right here. If we can build it up, you know, we're going to get a lot of value on this map in particular, but we just can't seem to hit that last blow. Max is going to use the super, and this is where Jesse turret can actually be pretty decent. I'm just going to put it behind the wall right here. Daryl's going to waste his super as well. We're actually looking pretty decent for a goal scoring opportunity. Max is going to get melted by the Primo. Primo is going in ham. Fair play. Primo is popping off right now. Maybe Primo's the brawler that he needed to be on. The shocky Jesse is just not it for him. So again, we're going to use our turret in a really aggro position to get the slow off, and the slow is really going to help us get those kills. Daryl does miss out on his gadget, and again we have our turret. I mean, Jesse's actually good against this composition, just because it's Poco composition. It's probably the best chance she has of doing anything on. So Daryl has his role right here. He's going to use a knockback, and okay, I thought he was going to score. Hopefully the Primo can get the ball in time and waste as much time as possible. He's gonna, I don't know what he's really doing. He's gonna go for the goal maybe, but he doesn't actually pay off. I should have probably put that behind the wall right there, but Daryl goes in. I managed to save that one, and yeah, it's looking still okay. We're cycling off supers a lot here with 40 seconds left. As the game goes on, it should be okay for us. Maybe overtime isn't the best because they have a max, but you know, it's still looking all right so far. So we managed to get I'll turret again here. Daryl's definitely close to his roll, so I need to be aggressive. He's being so aggressive. Yeah, he's got that roll right here. They've got Max as well with speed and a gadget, so got to be careful right here. He's going to use that to tank my shot, and he's going to score. That was just so painful. I mean, what could I do as a Jesse? I just can't do anything about it, right? Like, my reload speed's just so slow. Maybe I can wait for the dash, but the timing was just... I couldn't do anything about that. The timing definitely was perfect on his side. Of course, my teammates shoot me, but if I would have waited for him to dash, he would have just got into that space and scored. Like, there's just nothing I could have done in that part. But yeah, maybe... Again, I could have probably picked something a little bit better than Primo, but I just weren't thinking about switching with my other teammates. But looks like we're doing pretty decent so far again. I mean, Sultan's doing an okay job. Daryl isn't really playing the best. Hopefully, Primo can get a good jump. He does completely waste that one. I'm going to use my slow onto the Daryl and should be able to cycle my super pretty nicely. It's going to be Daryl down. That's going to be Max slowed as well. And hopefully, we can pass this over to the Primo. Okay, he just passed it to the Max instead. It does take down a Max though, and Nita's going to be able to take down a Poco as well, so we're in a decent position right here. Again, we're doing pretty well, but I think once I run out my slows, it's going to be a lot harder, so maybe I need to save my slows a lot better this time around. So I'm going to throw my turret just out in the open here to try and waste some ammo from Max, and Poco buys a little bit of time. Poco's definitely close to super. He's going to use it on me, surely. No, he uses it on the Primo instead here. Poco's just been so aggressive. Poco's still like one of the best brawlers in the game right now. Hopefully we can get a Max. Nice, we do get Max, but Daryl has his roll. I don't think we're going to be able to stop this. It doesn't miss again, so I mean, he's missing a lot of opportunities, but it's just so scary because our early defensive capabilities are with Primo, because obviously me and Nita can't really knock him back or anything. But Primo gets a nice kill right there, so looking okay so far. Primo going to get another nice super right there, and this should be a goal. Going to pass it over to Nita, and Nita should be able to walk this one in. So yeah, looking okay right now. With 50 seconds left, it's looking okay as long as Max doesn't get in like a 1v1 with me. You know, it's looking fairly decent. So Primo's going to go in here really aggressive. Max is looking for the play again. We're going to use a slow here to try and hold that attack a little bit. Primo is surviving a little bit, but Nita, I don't think, is going to have the DPS to take them down, unfortunately. Okay, we have 30 seconds left here. It's just so hard when Max just runs at me like crazy. Like, I need a little bit of defense. There's just no way a poor little Jesse can really do anything against that brawler. So, not the best turret placement from myself, but I should be able to get it back pretty quickly. It's going to be Daryl dead, and then also a lot of value coming in here. I'm just going to run up against the Poco and take him down, hopefully. He's on like 45 HP. Okay, we're in a really good position. We don't really need to rush it, but Primo's going to go in anyway, and that should be the goal right there. So 1-1 for this game. This is looking pretty decent. It's looking good. Again, the only opportunities they have is when they have a max speed at the beginning of the game and they just walk all over me. I just need someone to hold my hand a little bit and help me against this Max. It's one of the worst matchups that I could possibly imagine with a Jesse's, but these guys are giving us a lot of value to get our turret. Max does go way over aggressive right here, so we're going to go for the pinch with the Nita right here, but of course we've got to be a little bit careful because Poco is secretly a killing machine. But we're going to get our super here from the Poco. Daryl uses his roll. He uses it terribly again, and I kind of feel bad for the enemy team because this Daryl is having a nightmare. But we're going to use our turret right here to block a lot of the shots, and then hopefully we can start to be a lot more aggressive. Primo is playing amazing up there. Unfortunately, we've got the black screen of the Elgato, but we should be able to defend this one okay, and then we should be able to pass it up to the Primo, and he's going to miss. Okay, that is not what we needed right now. That's really not what we needed. That was definitely a walk-in opportunity. I don't know why you wouldn't just walk that one in. So we're going to place our turret right here, get the slow off to hopefully prevent a little bit of that attack. And Max, okay, I thought he was going to score there. This ball's in a dangerous position. We need to get it out. We have Nita with a full HP bear and then another one to cycle as well. So Nita is definitely popping off right here against this composition. So now we can get the Jesse turret in a much better spot. I don't even need to use my slow, and that's going to be a really nice goal from our Nitas. I've recognized this guy before. I think he's actually a pretty decent player. But yeah, now it's looking pretty okay now. I'm just going to throw my turret in the middle and get a slow onto the Poco just because it's so vital in getting control. Primo's going to jump in, and that should be the goal there with Nita. Hopefully, okay, no, somehow doesn't work its way in. I'm just going to throw the turret in such an aggro position. And we've got to be careful here because Daryl is on the counter. We should be able to get him down. But if we corner the ball, we should be in good stead to win this game. But Max is going to be so aggressive right here. With 40 seconds left, I'm still pretty scared because Max and this gadget, they've made some good plays already. But maybe a little bit too advantageous there with that gadget right there. But it's looking pretty nice. 30 seconds left. And Nita could be able to walk this one in. And she does. So, after a really terrible start, you know, it was decent in the end. I think Primo was a decent pick. I mean, Jesse was terrible at the start. I just think these guys drafted really bad. Like, Jesse against a Poco composition is really strong. So that's going to be the first game right there. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, so jumping into the next game. And so if you watch my second channel, make sure to watch it before you watch this game because I'm going to ruin it a little bit. I did suggest Eve a lot on my video today on my main channel, and I'm going to go down Canal Grande. She's a really fantastic choice. Hopefully I can keep up the 100% record with her. As I mentioned in my video, I think I've won like 6 games in a row with her, which is actually pretty hard to do normally in Brawl Stars. Like, a lot of the time, you know, no matter how strong the brawler is, it can get countered a lot. But I feel like Eve is a really solid brawler right now, so we'll test out her limits right here. So hopefully my teammate can go a decent last pick brawler. Squeak is, you know, Squeak's really good. Has he got any power 11s though? Let's see. He hasn't got any power 11s. So actually he's got Bonnie. Bonnie's pretty decent, but you know, unfortunately I can't suggest him to go Squeak when he's already got Squeak popped up. That's one thing that actually annoys me, by the way. Hopefully they change that in the future. But Squeak last pick is always good. Squeak as a first pick is even good on this map in general. So I like our composition so far. I really don't like the M's on their side of thing. Like, all we need to do is triple stack a lane, and M's is rendered useless. So that's why I never recommend a brawler like M's. You know, it's a bit different with like Sandy used to be somewhat okay on this map in general on Canal Grande, because once you cycle your super, it can be pretty dangerous. So, you know, we've got to triple stack this left lane. You know, I didn't really need to go down the lane because I could just float down the middle. That's why I just love Eve on this map in general. She's always been a pretty solid brawler. So now it's just down to us trying to pinch out this Ems, because of course she still can be pretty dangerous when she's just in that grass right there. So I'm going to use the gadget to get away there. I thought I was dead for certain, but we're going to manage to pinch her out in the end. But they look like they're trying to take back control of this lane, but this is where we just need to run up against the Sprout right here, and Bo looks like he's pretty much dead. I'm just going to use my jump to go across. That was a really long range jump, and we managed to get the takedown. So now we've got both lanes, but again, we just want to make sure we get one lane, because Ems is literally useless when she's not in these bushes. So going to look for the pinch with our Squeak, but again, we don't be too aggressive. We don't need to just run into the Sprout or anything just yet. So Eve, well, Ems is going to be taken down surely right here. That's really nice. I've got 5 stars on my head, so definitely need to be careful of any of these Sprout shots. And it's just sometimes really awkward. I've noticed in some interactions just trying to hit an Eve on the water, and that's why I feel like she's actually a pretty solid option. So we do end up losing this lane as well, but that's going to be the takedown onto Ems. That's going to be pretty important so far, and I'm just going to work my way around this middle area again, and hopefully like a bow or something just peeps out and gives me my shot that I need for my super. So yeah, we're going to use this on the, okay, no, we'll use it on the bow side. We'll use it on the bow side, because of course Ems is going to take it down really easily. I do manage to get Ems down as well, and this is what I'm talking about with Eve. I'm literally showing you guys how strong she is on this map, or just any map with water right now. She's just such an underrated pick. 6 stars, but we still need to focus up and not choke it, of course. So Ems again just running up. I kind of feel sorry for the enemy team when you're kind of stuck in diamond. You know, my advice would be to ban probably stupid brawlers that, you know, you're just fed up of your teammates picking non-stop, and that would be brawlers like Ems, Bo. I've been banning Bo out a lot right now on my first play account, because I'm just kind of sick of my teammates just going these stupid brawlers. So that's going to be the first game win right there. You see how perfectly we played it with the pinches. You don't need to just go running in straight away, even though it looked pretty scary at the start. You know, all 3 of us didn't have any control. You know, with a Squeak, with an Eve constantly pinching out, we're eventually going to get control back. So going into this round then, so I imagine, no, okay, Ems is going down solo lane again. I would have probably henched a guess, you know, if these guys were any good, we would have just gone down one lane in particular to try and at least help out Ems, because we're just going to end up pinching her out a little bit here. So again, Bo is eventually going to go down that lane. Ems is going to get a lot of pressure, but again, it's pretty easy when you know an Ems is coming just to back off, specifically in a long range map like Canal Grande, so I can stay behind these walls and avoid any fire pretty easily right here. Bo's just going to walk up to me and give me those 3 shots for the super, and that's going to be a nice takedown from our Bell. So Bell playing pretty well so far. We know that Ems has like no ammo here, so we're just going to go in really aggro. No, I do say not to go in aggro there, but I countered that ammo. She literally had no ammo left, so I could just jump into her and at least get the takedown. It was really important for us to get control. So yeah, we're getting kind of close to super right here. We are down by 4 stars, but I believe we only need like a couple of kills, especially on this Bo, which has all the stars, to get the lead back. So yeah, we need to be careful right here. We're really weak. This Bell is playing amazing, by the way, always helping us pinch out the enemies. And now we're just 1 kill away from getting this lead back. So of course we can just easily get this on the M's right there. That's going to be the takedown, and that's going to be the lead swinging our way. So Bell's definitely going to be the brawler that needs to stay alive here. She's playing a lot better this game, a lot better than me anyways, but that's going to be the hatchlings going down, and that's going to be all of them on this side. It's just going to be a free supercharging fest for me if they're all down one particular lane. Sprout's probably going to be around here waiting to get some chip shots, but 20 seconds left. I just don't know how an Ems is going to make a comeback here. As long as Squeak keeps this middle on lockdown, he doesn't unfortunately keep on lockdown, but that's going to be the kill on Ems anyway. And now it's just going to be incredibly hard for the opponents to really do anything. That's Sprout down as well, and that's going to be Bo down as well. So yeah, in the end, playing it really well. We didn't really do too much. This Bell was just fantastic at pinching out the opponents at the perfect time. So that's going to be another win for us. I feel like that's going to be promotion to the next league. It is. So we're getting Mythic 3 there. That's going to be some good progression. Let's hop into the final game. Alright guys, so jumping into the third and final game. So we have Bells for up. We first pick a Sprout, which is pretty risky considering all things. I feel like I'd prefer to Brock myself here. So hopefully our teammate goes to Piper. Piper and Brock are pretty good together. I feel like you don't really need to counter out Sprout just yet. We have that last pick. We can easily go a brawler like Fang. Fang is fantastic on Bell's Rocks. So hopefully our teammate has a pretty high power Fang. Let's have a look, see what aggressive options he has. Just anything aggressive. They really need to pick a brawler that can deal with aggression. You know, someone like Gene. Gene's still in play. That would be a really good pickup for those guys. But did I scroll past the Fang? Okay, no I didn't. So yeah, Fang against Bell as well, going to be really good. And they're definitely screwed. Surely they're screwed if they don't pick something that is at least like got a knockback or at least can deal a little bit of damage quite fast. They're going to be screwed. I mean, our teammate flashing the Grom, but that is not the play. And aggro is 100% the play here. With Fang, you're going to be able to delete everyone. Surely he can go someone aggressive right here. I mean, even like a Carl, I think Fang's a perfect choice. And if he wants to switch with me, he can switch with me. I would rather play the Fang myself. I'm hoping our teammate listens to us here. Grom, yeah, nice. We do go with a Fang instead. I mean, definitely good option. So we're actually going to swap out to rocket number 4. You know, I kind of like the other star power. I feel like it's a bit underrated, but as time kind of goes on, I realize that still it's just not got as much value as rocket number 4, specifically on a really good game mode like Knockout Bounty. I just enjoy different star powers, right? I want to switch up as much as possible. So now it's kind of up to us to probably, I think removing these walls right here is probably the best, so we don't allow the Sprout to push up. Normally you want to destroy their walls, right? But we're not going to allow him to push up, so that's going to be an unfortunate wall break. I really need to learn that. Let me know, by the way, whether you want like a series on my main or second channel, like giving you guys like cool tips. Like I see Brock breaks are quite important on some maps, like this one in particular, so maybe you guys would like that. So yeah, my Piper telling me to break that one, but look at that one wall. If I learned myself, you know, just go into friendlies, which exact placement I need to put the gadget, I wouldn't have to worry about this stupid one wall, which could come back to haunt us in the end. So yeah, just going back and forth here, not really doing much. We're kind of waiting for the final zone, but as long as Fang stays alive, it's going to be a really good kill on him. And that's just why I love Fang, right? You don't even need to hit it directly on the brawler. You just need to be close in their vicinity and you should be able to get the takedown. So I missed like every single shot right there. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I actually doing? That is terrible for myself, but fortunately my teammates are going to clean up. If I was at Piper, I'd probably have destroyed that wall there and then, but it doesn't really matter. My teammates are just carrying me. I just knew we were going to win that round, so I was just spamming auto aim, but it looked completely terrible. But now that's going to be a nice takedown from the Fang, and just look at that. It's just so hard for the opponents to really do anything when there's just such good aggression, and that's going to be the first round so easily. So again, Draft just winning it footers so far. Teammates first picking Sprout. I mean, Sprout is a good option here. You know, sometimes people go with risky strategies by just not going conventional brawlers, you know, picking like, for example, I've seen it competitive, people pick like Cole pretty early on. So it's pretty interesting. So hopefully, okay, I might have learned a better wall break spot. Maybe let's try it again right here. So I think it might be like here instead of just directly in the middle. Okay, nice. I have learned it myself here. So unfortunately, Sprout is just pushing up like crazy, but I'm just going to run into him and take him down right there. I mean, I don't know how he's just allowed me to walk up instead. Bell just take me down, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can get a little bit of a trade going, but I mean, I think I was focusing too much on my wall breaks there, and Sprout just walked up. That is a bit unfortunate. So we're going to be losing this first one. Again, it kind of brings to mind whenever I get a little bit too cocky, like the opponent's just somehow just winning around out of nowhere. So I'm going to use my gadget straight away on this wall over here. I'm not too sure how to break it open from the other side. That was a terrible wall break. I left 2 walls open, but at least we can just focus now on killing instead of our gadgets. So Piper's going to be able to walk up and destroy that Sprouts. I mean, not all of it is broken, right? We're going to use Super to break open even more, and still that one wall is there. How is that wall there? That is so annoying right there. We nearly got to take down on Sprout as well. Maybe a little bit early of a Super. It's going to be a nice tap from the Piper though. Fang's going to be marked up, and that's going to be a really good Super from their Squeak. It's going to slow literally near enough all of us. So now time to heal up. A nice Super from the Fang. That's going to be the Bell just taken down and obliterated, and that's going to be Sprout taken down as well. So it's what I'm talking about with a Fang. Fang is just so good in knockout. It's literally his niche, and my Fang is popping off for sure. So we're going to be able to take down Squeak. Probably should have allowed the Fang to build up his Super, to be fair, if we're playing completely sweaty, but I think that we shouldn't really need it right now. Like, we should just be able to close this one out pretty easily. So Squeak going to use his gadget against the Fang. We just can't allow the Sprout to push up now with that gadget. Fang's going to use his Super onto Squeak right here, and I'm just going to use my Super onto Sprout and take him down, and that's going to be a 2v1 situation, and there should be no way on earth that we lose this one. Piper's just going to run up against this Bell. I'm just going to spam the shots, and that's going to be the win. So pretty plain and simple within this episode. I feel like there was no real time where I was afraid of losing it, except for that first game. The Jesse pick was kind of sus, but we end up winning quite convincingly. I'll show you guys my battle log so far. We did actually lose 2 before, as I said. I think I tilted away from it, but you see on out in the open, you know, the Eve pick really strong in particular, and just overall I was having a decent time in Power League today and also yesterday. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.